is up? Squad of Cess. Favorite team local tendencies in the building with MJLover23. And I can say confidently, it's got to be dinner time. It's got to be dinner time. Because here we are. Here we are. So somebody must be getting ready to cook some dinner. Because here we are. Getting ready to get these shekels out here. For all intents and purposes, y'all know what it is. We are here for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Y'all use it if you need it. 1-800-GAMBLER, 800-GAM. Text them or pull up on their website, 1-800-GAMBLER, chat.org. MJLover23, Mr. Lover Lover, Big Daddy Long Dong himself. What's going on with you today, fam?
I might be getting us into some more educational fun trouble.
Here we go. Here we go. Sounds fun.
The buddy of mine who's just hit me up with a new bet that I had skipped over for some reason, but it looks like it's fantastic.
Fantastic. We want to know.
Power play points.
Let me straighten up my Shecklinaire jacket so I can hear about this one. What you got? That's a Shecklinaire out here. What you got?
The basics of it is that just like any type of 0.5 over points is basically a goal and an assist. It's just the power play points are the same, but they actually have better shekel counts. Now, the thing with that power that makes it a better shekel count is that power plays don't always grow on trees. So, you know, there's some penalties here and there, but not. Mm-hmm. There's times where they're few and far between. It's rare, but it happens. So you got to be careful. You definitely want to pick the teams that actually be throwing punches the most. That way, you're actually in for the power play point. So we're gonna explore this a little bit for the next few weeks and see how things
go. Sounds spicy.
Not today, though.
Sounds spicy. Sounds spicy. Okay, that's great. That's interesting. Looking forward to hearing more about that one. Okay. Who's scrapping? It sounds like we betting on who's scrapping. Is that what we doing?
No. We're betting for after the fight.
Okay.
After the
fight. But we need the fight to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or an infraction. One of the two.
And some kind of infraction. We needed that. It's gonna be heated up. That's what we know for sure. It's for sure gonna be heated up. Okay. All right.
Skating around with no stick.
Yeah. Just all through that, right?
Oh, it's gonna be ugly.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be fun. This was gonna be fun. This might be better than anytime touchdown.
Yeah, it might be.
Infractions. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let's see. A couple hours before the game, Emily, what's good? Harold Williams, what's good, Big Rich? Shekels on Chris or Fancy? What?
Chris or who?
Chris or Fancy?
Who's Fancy?
I don't know. I thought about a couple different Fancies, so I need for him to let me know. I look like
some clarification.
Okay. Here we go, Emily. What's happening? Here we go. What? It's almost game time. It's almost movie time. Y'all should be getting your popcorn ready. We can get the shekels in, so we could kick back and just watch this. We got Thursday night football on. We got this movie going on between UConn and Notre Dame. What else is exciting? I got some NBA action, a lot of NHL action. A lot of NHL action. So let's see. Came from Big O.
It's full slate today on that.
Came from Big O.
Craziness.
Oh goodness. Shekels on Chris or Fancy. Listen, man. I done told you who my shekels is on. Okay. I done told you I put my shekels down on Fancy, and you ain't like what I said. So now what? Now what? I put my shekels on Fancy Kane because I just like that name. How about that? Fancy Kane. I put shekels on Fancy Kane. How about that? I don't know. You tell me. Tell me.
Good old Fancy Kane.
Old Fancy Kane.
Old Fancy Kane.
Old Fancy Kane. Lead me the way you leaning. Never mind. I don't know. Never mind. Don't ask me. Don't ask me, man. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Because I know we got some Thursday night football coming on. We about an hour away from that movie. Let's get to it.
So heads up before we get into any of this, more or less take your pictures, write it down, whatever you need to do. We need to make sure that we have 2 tickets on this game. Just because we want a competitive high scoring game ticket, because it's the over the total is 48.5. So what is that? That's 24 to 25 basically. But we also want to make sure we have a ticket, maybe even two, for one team not to show up, or the other. So just to give you guys a heads up, it's a rivalry game. Right, this is just, both teams need to win to keep pace with my Seattle Seahawks, who are 8-5 in the division and about 2 games up, if not a game and a half up on everybody. They have to win this game. So it might be a really tight one where, they just try to run out the clock and keep each other from not having the ball so much because both teams can move the ball. Or it's going to be a shootout. So, and then there's a bunch of people to pick from, and it's really tricky who you're going to pick in the shootout. So with that said, let's jump into the list here. Your best bets from what I can see, and this is weird too. I don't understand why they have Matthew Stafford for 33.5 pass attempts.
Okay.
He has had a game where he had close to 40 this year. And he has Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp and Kyron Williams and Robinson, who actually leads them in touchdowns. This is a guy, they rarely throw it to him unless it's in the red zone. So they have weapons. The issue is he going to need to throw that many times against the 49ers? We don't know. 49ers defense is still mostly intact, but they still have some key injuries in the back, so they're not unbeatable, right? But the Rams are another story too. They can stop people on occasion, but for the most part, they're not. They're far from invincible too. I'm not. I didn't even pick that anyway. I picked I did pick 20 pass receptions for Matthew Stafford, but I think he's probably going to connect on about 70 or 75% of those passes because most of them are short, under 10-yard passes. Some of them are middle, 10 to 15, but most of them are going to be short passes. Kyron Williams, he should probably get a bunch of passes. I think the safest one would be Kyron Williams, rushing plus receiving over 87.5. Brock Purdy, I took the over on him because every once in a while he will run out of the pocket. Hopefully he doesn't get sacked a whole bunch of time. But out of Debo has a few. He has an under for receptions, which I don't believe that either because he's actually at home, but I put it up there for a reason. You can take it at your own risk, but over 39.5 receiving yards, you would think that's a no-brainer, but he has missed that 3 out of the last 6 games he's played. So you got to be careful with that. George Kittle, over 4.5 receptions. I actually took both of these. I took over 4.5 and I took over the receiving yards too. Last week absolutely helped me kill my my head-to-head competition in my keeper fantasy league. So I'm going back with them and I'm sticking with those for now.
How often do you do the high risk? How often do you do the high risk and then the low risk ticket on the same game?
On the same game? Oh well,
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, that's usually my that's my 40,000 to 1. Yeah, I do that all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, all the time.
Got it.
Always got to have a what they like to call a lottery ticket out there because every once in a while they hit, and it's reasonable. It's somewhat reasonable. I won't say it is reasonable. It's somewhat reasonable. If it's a shootout, then the lottery tickets have a better chance of hitting.
Got you. And let's see, Stephon DeBall in the building was good. Broadcaster said hi. Harold Williams, we are getting swallowed. Pause in the portal. Who?
Okay, what?
Who are you talking about? And then Shekels gang, baby.
Shekels gang.
It's all right. Shekels gang.
Gang.
Led by Bree Wayne. Okay.
Gang,
Shekels
gang.
gang. Gang,
Gang,
gang. 1, 2, 3, go, Bree Wayne. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Moving right along.
So we got some NBA tonight. We got 3 games. First thing you need to know, Jason Tatum's out, so it's basically probably a Jaylen Brown game. However, it's not just a Jaylen Brown game. You see some names up there. Cade Cunningham had a really good game against them last week. I didn't really dig too deep into Cade Cunningham for his triple-double option, but rebounds and assists, 15.5. That should be a no-brainer. It should be. Let me see as we look. So yeah, we got. So here's the risky frisky that I didn't put on as a risky frisky. I think I did, but I didn't. Can't remember if I did or didn't. Jaylen Brown for points, rebounds, assists over 37.5 without Tatum being there, and it's at home. And they're missing one of their backup centers, Duran, who's usually a rebound maniac. So look for Brown to take advantage of that. Plus 100s, really good shekel odds. And Drew Holiday, assists, under 5.5. No Tatum. So that might go over. Maybe. So beware of that too. The Unicorns playing Kristaps Porzingis. Over 2.5 3-pointers is probably one of the better long shot picks that you're going to get out of him. Steals and blocks over 3.5. He's 7-7, but he stays out on the 3-point line a whole lot. And Pritchard, another one. Pritchard, maybe without Tatum in the game, and Hauser's out. That's right. So yeah, Peyton Pritchard is probably your next best bet because of course they got all the usual suspects shooting threes without Tatum, and Peyton's their end of the quarter 3-point shooter. So I would throw a shekel or two on him too. Toronto and Miami. Barnes is out for an indefinite amount of time. I think at least 2 weeks. Got injured again. So RJ Barrett, I had him over. There's a couple of props. So I have him over 24.5 points. The assists you can take a chance on because he doesn't pass that much. Grady Dick under 16.5. I wouldn't take that one with Barnes out because I think he's usually the second leading scorer when Barnes is out. Jacob Portal, points, rebound, 26.5. That's a high. That's high too, but he does get rebound. He is a double maniac when Barnes doesn't play, so that's possible. Let me see. Sacramento in Portland or facing the Pelicans. So Sabonis, I have him. I think I have him on another part of the picks. I'm not going to give that away right now. What's Emily? Is Emily what? Why do I have to censor Bree Wayne right now? Let me see. So Keegan Murray is a nice little offset. Not picking any of the main guys. Keegan Murray comes off the bench, gets a lot of rebound. Yeah, I know, right? Steals and blocks, take the over on that one. He is pretty active. He should get 2 of one or the other, if not both. DeJounte Baby Boy Murray, take the double-double. No. He'll probably be gunning. Even though he does dish out a lot of assists, he'll be gunning and playing some defense. Over 21.5 points. Yeah, it's just him and CJ McCollum right now. So, and McConnell rebounds, assists. That's going to be pretty tight. Be careful of that. Be careful of that. Did I miss Tyler Hero? I did miss Tyler Hero, didn't I? Over 0.5, 1 assist, 1 steal. They are at home and he might get it. So maybe not. He's pretty active when he's at home, and it is Toronto Raptors. So he should get it. But be careful.
He should get it, but be careful. We don't make any guarantees here, okay? Like I said at the beginning, entertainment, informational, educational purposes only. There's no guarantees here. Shekels gang, baby, breathe. You can't go, auntie. You can't. 1, 2, 3. You can't go. You got to cook. Oh God. Never mind. Gamecock football players, 3 players in the OC bounce. Damn, what is causing that? By the way, Emily Muffins turned out good. Served them in the lounge. Yeah, served them in the lounge. What's up, Harold? And they lived to talk about it. Good job. Somebody said they were bland. Can't remember who. I don't know.
She did.
But okay, somebody asked for the recipe, so Chef Reed coming through. You know, we do it all here. We do it all here. Shekels and recipes. We got it all here. The bot remains undefeated. Okay, undefeated, and we continue moving on from the NBA to the what NHL. I believe is what we got next, right? No, we got one more game.
We don't understand what is about to happen to all of us with these PowerPoint play points.
Man, are you still talking about the PowerPoints?
I'm just saying. We already did this anyway. So
I was waiting on it to roll, but you know what? Dang, it didn't roll because. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, sorry, StreamYard. Sorry, StreamYard was a little slower than me. There we go.
They trying to stop.
Moving on to the NHL, like I had said. There we go.
All right, the Capitals and the Blue Jackets. The Washington is going to. They are the ones to score. I don't know why they have this strong guy as under, but I'm not taking him. And Ivan Provorov under 1.5 blocks.
Provorov, look at you. Okay,
that should be a risky frisky just because Washington they're amongst the leaders, I think, in shots on goal, so he's gonna be busy tonight. The Las Vegas Knights go into Winnipeg. Pavel Dorforovic, I'm going under on him. I think he's been decent for us. I got to go back and double check, but I'm trying to keep a list of the people that's been hitting their props on a regular basis, so that way we have we can actually expand our 4-pack. That would be great. So with that said, I'm taking Pavel Dorforovic for under a goal. Let me see the Edmonton and the Minnesota Wild. The shots on goal for Boldly is it's a little bit high. So Zach Hyman under an assist going into the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota's not on my. Oh yeah, they are. They're plus 21 as of 2 games ago as far as the goals for, goals against. So I'm imagining that even though Matt might get to that shot, over 4 shots on goal, I'm taking Hyman for the Sam Malinsky. Take the.
Excuse me 1 second. I'm sorry. Excuse me 1 second. This we got somebody to come here every day and cook their dinner. And they got a question. I'm not gonna call them out. If you know. But this is their question. They come every night to cook their dinner. This is the question. Are you ready for the question?
I guess so.
Do they take bets for women's college basketball? This is a question from the Shekels gang.
Yeah. Yes, they do, but not player prop. Games only.
So I'm not trolling. Yeah, we being for real too. I'm being for real.
Yeah. You can go games, you can go high-low, you can go you can go totals, you can go game, you can go you might be able to go spread sometime, but there's no player props for women's basketball.
Like we can't pick Wiley to go for 20 and 10 or
right.
Nothing like that. We can pick
you can do it in college, men,
that kind of stuff.
Not women.
For women's.
At least not yet.
We have not found that spot. That was real.
We'll wait. Oh, we're looking. Oh, trust me. When it happens, we're gonna let
every
you know.
Day. We looking every day. We looking for this for an opportunity to be able to put out some player props.
Oh yeah.
Well, so why? That's a great question. I think MJ was saying that maybe they don't have enough information to be able to figure out props to gauge.
Right. They have to have the consistent formula of numbers to make sure that they can set the line correctly. Otherwise, they can lose their shirt. And there's a lot of sharp bettors out there just waiting to actually see them mess up. And as soon as they mess up, they're on it. And the bets have to be honored as long as they're put in legally. They have to pay it out when they hit.
And the bot is gonna hold on to those shekels until the player props are available. The bot might be a good lead on the player props. Watch a lot of stuff. I wonder if they might start at the tournament prop bets.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
she got us watching all kind of Georgia Tech and versus
She's all over it.
Southwest Louisiana Tech A&M.
Oh, listen, between her and Wody, we're gonna find the talent. I wonder if they might start at the tournament prop bets. So that's a good question. I was not paying attention to bets at all last year. This is strictly a learning experience for me right now. Until I hit the big one, then it won't be such a learning experience.
There you go.
I digress. Do you remember does it come at the tournament? Have you never seen it before?
I don't think it has. No.
Okay.
It's only especially when tournament time comes around because they're only basing it on games and the tournaments that they played in, and that's how they do the totals and the point spreads and all that stuff for each game. They don't do individual player props for the women. They do it for the men though.
Okay. Yep. All right. Well, we are on the lookout for it. That was a great question, Brewine. Thank you.
Yep. We will be on there. Okay. Tampa Bay, Calgary, Nikita Kucherov. He's always on here. I still can't pronounce his name. Taking the over on the assists with him. He's one of their most active guys. So I mean, you've seen him on our list several times before. So definitely look for him. You could take the other one too. The under the assist, not bad, but the assist for Nikita, definitely something that's hot. And Florida goes into Vancouver. Oh, there's a game that no wonder. Okay, so I got to stay away from Costco tonight. That's what that means. Okay, so just so the people that don't know, the people that are new to the show, Costco is about 8 minutes from my house, but it is right across the street from Vancouver Canucks Stadium, or arena.
Hope you got your bacon bits.
And yeah, I got plenty. I'll have to go. The traffic is bananas down there. So that's just so you know. Inside, let me see. Alexandra Barkov, kind of a lay down. I would say. Actually, you know what? Because I'm picking. I think I meant to pick points on this one, but you know what? Since it says goals on there, this is going to be one of the risky friskies because you can see it's plus 30. But it is the Vancouver Canucks, which is not on my list for plus minus, which is usually a good thing because Florida is plus 15 as of a couple of games ago. So they're still a team to be reckoned with when it comes to scoring. He's one of their best guys, so definitely take him. And then the last one we have is Boston at my Seattle Krakens. Only one I left up there was David Pastrnak. Take the over on the points on that one. Krakens are slumping a little bit. Yeah, they are plus 1 in the goals for, goals against, but that's not entirely a good thing. And even though they have a 1-game winning streak, it is Boston. From what I had to go back and double check, but I think they've given Seattle trouble a number of times before. So I might be wrong, but I'm standing on it.
All right. You got any in-game action you waiting on to get started? Any games you watching that you're specifically waiting to put some in-game bets
on? You know what? I actually do, but I'm saving that for the discourse. Sorry.
Got it. That's where y'all gotta find them. He got some hot in-game stuff going on. I think the 4-pack a hit yesterday.
We missed one on the 4-pack. That was the
missed one on the 4-pack. If you round robin it as a 2 or 3, you should have hit.
You would have been fine. Yeah, you would have got some checks back.
So don't forget to hit those round robins when you get
round
a chance.
Robins. I'm glad you said that too. I'm gonna post some of the round robin structure again in the wanna bet section, so you guys can see which bets you want to place in strategic areas, so you can get the most shekel count out of your round robins. That's second level stuff, people. We're still working on the ebook to come out. There should be 3. There's gonna be 3 ebooks coming out. People be ready for them.
Three levels.
3 levels.
Beginner, intermediate,
And
Shecklinaire. Beginner, intermediate, and Shecklinaire. Okay.
Shecklinaire level.
Ms. D say she can't pronounce any docu names either. Don't
That's
worry,
okay,
because we have
Ms. D.
Harold
Thank you.
Williams, Mr. Linguistic, right behind
Mr.
you.
Linguistics.
That is Kusharev.
Thank you, sir.
On the pronunciation for that one. Thank you so much, Big Rich. Where would we be without you? He keeps us straight. So you know what it is. You know what it is. We got Thursday night football. A little bit of NBA. We gave you some picks on the NHL. Although I think the NHL has the biggest slate of games tonight. Is that right?
Huge. It's almost a full slate tonight.
I think they may even have more games than like men's college hoops and everything.
Possibly
going on tonight. I think so. It may be a good night for you to just check out some of them to score or not score kind of picks. Just if you got
those are coming.
So I mean, to just bet on somebody not to do nothing. It seems disrespectful, but it could put some shekels in your count. So don't worry so much about that. Go for the shekels. Go for the shekels. That's all I can tell you, man. Go for the shekels. Other than that, I mean, so we got the games coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We got the movie getting ready to start in about 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I've heard your pick live on the air. They know who I'm going with. Notre Dame.
I gotta go with UConn. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what do you like?
It's in Notre Dame Stadium, right?
It's in Notre Dame. Remember, Notre Dame already went in stores and beat them last year on senior night.
Yeah. Revenge.
Now this is about Notre Dame got to defend in Big Ben.
Yeah.
On a lick back revenge type game. So this is gonna be really interesting.
Revenge.
Notre Dame and Cobo plays well. So does anybody think that AZ Fudd not playing will be a big factor for UConn, or can they overcome that?
That's a good question.
Like they were able to overcome AZ not being there last year, but you had like a Aaliyah Edwards, you had a Nikki Mule, some of these other players may step up, but since AZ had been playing and they had moved it to the starting lineup so much, it seemed like they were going to be really dependent on her heavily, especially in this non-conference time, right? So
right. That's what all accounts they were actually talking about it, how much stronger, how much deeper the team was, and she was a big part of it. So I just want to see how Sarah Strong reacts in a big game like this. I think this is her biggest game to date.
And Notre Dame got to defend. They didn't have to defend Sarah last year, and I'm sorry. I kept saying I thought that Sarah would replace Aaliyah Edwards' points. I think she outpoints Aaliyah. I think she's much more
as of right now. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so far been consistent at what she does.
Right. Which was a blessing in disguise for Gino, because she actually takes a lot of the ball handling pressures off of Paige.
So question. Do you think it was a real blessing in disguise, or did Gino see that in Sarah and that's why he pursued it?
He probably did.
Was that part of his plan?
There's probably some workouts and games that he went to that he saw that he recruited her over Edwards. I'm quite sure he tried to get them both, but he really did go after Sarah. So.
Oh, Doc Glover told me, hell no, UConn. Okay. I stick with Hannah Doggos.
Really, MJ, tell us how you really feel.
Say, really, MJ, UConn? That's how you
tell us how you really feel. Wow.
Yeah, Doc put it in all caps on me. Hell no,
they both did.
Okay, Doc, let me know. So let's watch this. Okay, I got you, Doc. Notre Dame didn't have Miles last year either, and they didn't.
Right. There you go. Right. Miles wasn't there last year either, right? So it's going to be good.
My thing is, I just want it to be the movie that we've been expecting. So far, even going back to the WNBA season, some of these movies that we've been expecting been snoozers. Yeah, I want a movie, a real movie tonight. Let's make it a movie.
Oh boy.
Oh, you said, oh boy, what you say?
No, I'm just saying. I'm envisioning the game itself.
Oh man, back and forth, up and down, to the wire. Somebody win this thing. Who won it?
It's gonna be bananas.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I didn't. You know what? I've been thinking about this game so much that I didn't even really pay attention who was playing Thursday night football.
What?
Didn't even pay attention to Thursday night football. Ain't that
Goodness
crazy?
gracious. It is.
That is disrespectful to the NFL. My bad.
I mean,
My bad.
They'll get over it.
It's Rams and Niners. Is that right?
It is 49ers Rams, yes.
And that's Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy, and your boy, Mr. Who am I forgetting his name? I'm sitting here.
I got to go Rams. I can't cheer for a Niner.
Well, I'm a Seahawks fan, so I'm hoping they both lose somehow.
You watching the football game looking for a double knockout for no reason.
You know what? A tie would be fantastic.
Wow.
What was the last tie is almost worse than a loss, I think. I think it. Oh, it's been a while.
Did we get a tie last year?
Yeah, there was a tie last year. It was.
Okay.
Yeah. It's possible.
They're not that far in between.
Yeah.
But I know that this is not what y'all are here for. He's MJLover23. Yeah, I know what y'all here for.
Mr. Lava.
Moonshots of the day, baby. Moonshots of the day. What you got?
All right. So here are the moonshots we got. We got Cooper Kupp. Receiving yards over 49.5. Should be good. Like I said, last week, I think he started slow, and then he actually came on late. But this is a rivalry game. You never know. If it's a field goal game for whatever reason, then that's going to be tough. But if it's a shootout, that's going to be easy. Matthias Heckham, under the 0.5 assists, should be cool. Brock Purdy. This one's a little bit higher than a moonshot, but it landed here just because of the other picks that I have in there. Passing attempts under 29.5. So that may be a little bit low. Like I said, if it's a shootout, he's gonna throw for at least 30 or 35 passes, which I don't want him to do because I need him to stay within 70 to 75% completion rate. That's another story altogether.
And surprise. MJ. I'm sure that you saw it coming. It's been a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Telling people don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the trap.
What trap?
But it's your turn now. Hot seat. Are you ready to get your picks? Are you ready to give your picks? Surprise! Before we can get to that next thing they waiting on. This was a short game. And I knew it would work out like this. I knew it would work out. You ready?
What you mean?
You ready to give your picks?
Sure.
All right. Okay, these are MJ's picks.
I don't know what's going on right now.
He has no idea what's going on. None. But everybody else plays, so I thought it would be fun to have him too. Region number 1.
Oh, here we go.
UConn, Western Illinois.
UConn.
Alabama,
Stanford.
Oh, UConn, Stanford.
UConn.
Okay. Michigan, Buffalo.
Michigan.
North Carolina, Quinnipiac.
UNC.
UNC, Michigan.
UNC.
UConn.
UConn.
Okay. Bottom half of the bracket. Kentucky, George Mason.
Kentucky.
Ohio State, Albany.
Ohio State.
O State, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Interesting. Kind of an upset right there because that's a 6/3.
That's an SEC. That's an SEC.
I no, I'm not questioning. I just like that's an upset. Coach had a slight upset in his too. Nebraska, South Dakota State.
Nebraska.
Texas, Murray State.
Texas.
Nebraska, Texas.
Texas.
Texas, Kentucky.
Texas.
Texas, UConn.
UConn.
Woo! First one to the Final Four. UConn. UCLA. Do you think UT Rio Grande Valley or Pacific beat UCLA? If not, they move on. Okay. All right. I can tell by the outburst.
Next.
Clearly, I can tell by the outburst. UCLA moved on there. Okay, Cal, Utah, which I think is going to be fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Utah.
You know what I mean? Utah, UCLA.
UCLA.
Tennessee, San Diego State.
Tennessee.
TCU, Grand Canyon.
TCU.
TCU, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, UCLA.
UCLA.
Iowa. Do you have Minnesota or Virginia Tech beating Iowa State? If not, Iowa State moves on.
Minnesota or Virginia Tech?
Yeah, Minnesota or Virginia Tech. Do you have either one of them beating Iowa State?
Oh.
Interesting.
The way that they've been playing. I'll take Iowa State for now.
Okay, Iowa State. Okay, Oklahoma, Bellarmine.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, Iowa State.
Oklahoma.
Okay. Illinois, Harvard.
Harvard.
Duke, Fairleigh Dickinson.
Duke.
Duke, Harvard.
Duke.
Duke, Oklahoma.
Duke.
Duke, UCLA.
UCLA.
Second to the dance. Region number 3. Do you have Longwood, Alabama A&M with a chance to beat South Carolina? If not, South Carolina moves on.
Next.
Florida State, Richmond.
Florida State.
Florida State, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
NC State, Cleveland State.
NC State.
Michigan State, Northern Arizona.
Michigan State.
Michigan State, NC State.
Michigan State.
Michigan State, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Ole Miss. Okay, do you have Oklahoma State or Oregon beating Ole Miss? If not, Ole Miss moves on.
Oklahoma State. I haven't seen Oklahoma State play this year.
But Oregon. Do you have Oregon beating Ole Miss?
Next.
Okay, Ole Miss. Kansas State, Charleston.
Kansas State.
Kansas State, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Vanderbilt, Louisville.
Oh, Louisville.
Louisville. Okay, Maryland, Army.
Maryland.
Louisville, Maryland.
Louisville.
You had Kansas State beat Ole Miss? Is that right?
No.
I think you said Ole Miss. So Ole Miss, Maryland.
Is it Maryland or Louisville?
I'm sorry, Ole Miss, Louisville. I'm looking at Maryland. I'm sorry, Ole Miss, Louisville. Louisville, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
And the big daddy of them all, bracket number 4, Region 4, Notre Dame, Long Beach State.
Notre Dame.
Baylor, Mississippi State.
Ooh, that's a good one. Baylor,
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Iowa, Western Kentucky.
Iowa. Sorry about that.
I couldn't believe you took that long now. Okay.
No, I was thinking you said Western. I thought I was thinking something else.
West Virginia, James Madison.
West Virginia.
Iowa, West Virginia.
Iowa.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Creighton, University of Texas, San Antonio.
Creighton.
USC, Norfolk State.
USC.
Georgia Tech, Indiana.
Ooh. Georgia Tech. Watched them.
Okay. LSU, UNC, Greensboro.
LSU,
Georgia Tech.
USC. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. USC.
This is why we watch. USC, Notre Dame.
Ooh. USC.
USC to the dance.
Mm.
USC would play UConn.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got?
UConn.
UCLA, Southern California. I mean, South Carolina.
South Carolina. Revenge game.
Well, then we have South Carolina, UConn.
South Carolina.
Oh, everybody has picked. Everybody has picked. So nothing else left to do here but what they came here for, right? None of that held y'all hostage for all of that. Get down to what you're here for. Y'all know him as MJLover23, Mr. Lover. Big Daddy Long Dong himself. And what y'all here for? The extra long dong shots of the day. The extra long dong shots of the day. What you got?
All right, so here we go. Puka Nacua receptions. Under 7.5 receptions. That is a risky frisky if I've ever seen one. Jake DeBruski stays. He's a Vancouver guy, player. Over 2.5 shots on goal. Very active. Odds are good. Very shaky, but it is an extra long shot dong of the day for a reason. And Jawan Jennings, over 5.5 receptions. He's going to be right on that number. He's either going to be just below it or right above it. He is one of Brock Purdy's favorite targets next to Debo, so be ready for that. That one's going to be the closest one out of all of them.
All right, I got to ask this question. James of Flatbush, you said you think Creighton will upset UConn in the Big East when they play, like, during the season, or overall in the tournament they'll upset them? Please let me know that. No answer for strong.
UConn starting five breaks both of their legs and can't play. That's the only time Creighton they beat UConn.
James say Creighton with the upset on UConn in the Big East.
Yeah, go ahead and put that long shot bet out there if you want to.
You got UConn going undefeated in the Big East?
They should. Who's going to stop them?
Did they go undefeated last year? Does anybody know? In conference.
Yeah, they did. I think they did.
In conference, y'all.
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay.
Because if I had to think that long just to find out who did, and then they must have.
Mondo said he thinks Tupac and Big is on an island with Bruce Lee and James.
That doesn't surprise me.
What? That's your response to Creighton upsetting UConn?
Coming from Mondo. That doesn't surprise me, Mondo.
Oh, Mondo. You never cease to amaze me, man.
I've heard stranger things.
We've heard stranger things.
Stranger things.
Yeah, we got a movie coming up in 30 minutes. I'm going to be back in 30 minutes with that movie. But before we go, we cannot leave without what else do we got to do? What else is it that we need to do? We got to stuff them stockings, baby. We got to stuff them stockings. What you got?
You come with the different colors and everything. All right. We got Matt Banners for Seattle under the goal. Should be a solid one. We got Jawan Jennings again. And I don't know why he's in here, because he was up there. But now he's down here. But it's for receiving yards. So over 59.5. He'll probably catch a couple of passes for 15 yards plus. So he should get there, even if he doesn't get the receptions.
Is it the Christmas holiday if you stuff the stockings with long dongs?
Adam Fatilli for the Blue Jackets take the under on the assist. Should be a good stocking stuffer for your parlays.
And those are MJ Lovers stocking stuffers. Y'all know what it is. Big Daddy Long Dong himself out here stuffing the stockings with the long dongs, baby. With the long dongs. Oh goodness, y'all can tell the week is getting to the end of the week, y'all. It's getting to the end of the week. Friday coming, but before we get to Friday, we got this this movie coming up at 7, and then we are back to recap that movie with the I don't know what happened with Harold Williams. I wanted John Wick,
Fell out.
Equalizer, Jason Bourne special. What?
I don't know what that is. We miss a lot when we in here.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened right there.
I don't know what that
yes,
is.
it's my long shot, regular, or the Big East tournament. Creighton will upset UConn. Okay, Marquette upset UConn last season. Thank you, Mondo.
True.
Man. Oh my goodness! So after that, back for the CC Show late night recap of the game we see today, and we're gonna see what Coach Coleman got going on. We never know what Jukebox gonna pull up and do. So y'all pull up, hang out. MJ, what you got before we get ready to get out of here?
Formulating these long shots as we speak. Be ready.
Discord.
You ain't gonna have a whole lot of time to put them in. I'm just telling you right now.
You gotta be ready. How your sites up and be ready to click them in there. December 17th, I got Prices Right tickets. Let's go, Mondo. Mondo is living the life. I hope they tell you to come on down.
Exactly.
I can't wait to see December 17th. I hope they tell you to come on down. I don't even
bet
watch
$1.
But on the 17th, I'm looking for you. $1 or 1 penny. You gotta get $1 or 1 penny, Mondo. Straight up. He said, "Think I ain't." That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you better come on down. Think I ain't. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all know what it is. Until next time, which is in about 27 minutes. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. We out.